You mentioned the shirt and it's the website.
Yeah.
The girls' line. Girls' clothes. Is it recording? We should do bloopers.
Yo, yo, yo! What is going on, guys? It is your boy MomOfScump here today, bringing you coffee time, as my mother likes to call it. So I walk downstairs today, and she hands me a cup of coffee and says, "It's coffee time." And you know, it was a little bit lame, but you know, she's old, so.
I don't even think you know how old I am.
49.
No, I'm not 49. We'll try again next episode.
48. That's right. Alright, here we go.
Okay. Great. All right. So, more of the questions that I got from Twitter, a week or so ago when I asked. Lots of great questions. I first just wanted to talk about UMG Orlando. I know Seth already did a video about it.
Champions.
But I didn't get to talk about it. Not that anybody really cares, but congrats to Optic Gaming. Rocking my new girls sweatshirt here that I got on the website, which I love.
It's not a sweatshirt.
Well, I'm getting ready to go to the gym. So he's got pajamas on and I've got gym clothes on. But anyway, it was great. I had a great time. Met Dad Shot, like we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
He was really, really nice, which
he was
is
a
what
cool
we
guy.
expected.
A lot cooler than Matt.
He said that. I didn't say that. I think Matt's very cool. But anyway, people, came up to him. He didn't think people would know who he was, and it was all weekend meeting people. And I always talk about the people, so I'll stop there. But
it's all about the people.
Well, I will just tell a quick story. That two people bought our breakfast or late lunch at Denny's. We were sitting there and we went for the check. They said, the waitress said that our breakfast had already been paid for. And that was just amazing. They didn't want any recognition. They just paid and left, and I did catch up with them later, which was really cool. So
it's very kind of them.
It was. I was.
Yes.
I'll never forget it. It was very nice. All right, so sticking to the questions. This next one is a bunch of questions. I get it a lot, and Seth was like, "I don't want to talk about this. I've already talked about this a lot in videos." But there's always new people coming into the community and they don't know. And, how do I get started? How do I become a pro? How do I find a team? How do I make this a career? How did I react when Seth said he was going to be a pro gamer? Now, if I can just back up, what was my reaction when Seth said he was going to make it a career? You never said that. You never said that.
Well,
it just kind of happened.
Yeah, because back in the day, the only way to really make a career out of this, and it's still a little bit like this. It's changed a little bit. Obviously, there are bigger tournaments such as Champs. It's $100,000 a person, but only 4 people are winning that. So it's still basically the same. But YouTube and streaming has always been the way to go if you want to make a career out of this.
But before you can
the
do
entertainment side, well, yeah, but before you can do that. You obviously have to practice being a pro and stuff.
Well, yeah, you have to win, and
Well, you don't have. That's what I'm saying.
Seriously? Well,
me and Matt do both. We're competitive players and we're YouTubers / streamers. Like we made the best of both of them. Like other people take the straight YouTube side of things or the straight streaming side of things.
Right.
Me and Matt both pretty much had the same road. I mean, we both played, became really good at competitive. Then people wanted to see us, stream competitive, make YouTubes of competitive. Then we sort of started to do the other half of things and do the YouTube and stuff. So, some people just straight go for YouTube streaming, and then me and Matt, on the other hand, YouTube and streaming wasn't really around when we first started, but then it started to become more prevalent as we got further and further.
I was talking to Pamaj in Orlando.
Yeah,
he's been doing it for years. He was doing it before anybody really knew what the heck he was doing.
Yeah,
it's really amazing. So that's an example of somebody that can just do it as a career, not be the pro gamer. But I think I get the question because you are a pro gamer, like, how do I be a pro gamer and make it a career? And if you're not going out to competitions and that kind of
winning and stuff it definitely can become a career. But if you're not winning every single tournament, it gets pretty tough.
Yeah.
But I'd say if you're making like $60,000 a year off winnings, that's pretty remarkable.
Pretty nice.
Well, but that's even hard because that's second at Champs, and then you have to win like 3 or 4 tournaments to get that.
Yeah. So just quickly before we move on to the next bunch of fun questions, the community was so different in 2011 when you got into it. We talked. I've heard you say
still pretty similar. Just
but I've heard you say like you didn't even have a Twitter until like after your
first
event.
Twitter's a necessity at this point.
And somebody did ask me that, like, do I have to have Twitter? Do I have to be really active on Twitter? And I'm like, well, Seth didn't even have one. But what are the differences if somebody's looking at getting into competitive today versus how you did it, 3 or 4 years ago on game battles?
Basically
and stuff?
everything.
Is it any different?
Yeah, everything now is at live events instead of online. Basically.
So you can't win online? You can't get known online and
in the day there were literally tournaments. Like the tournaments were online. Now the tournaments are in Orlando or in Columbus. Like those are the tournaments. But now there's like 2Ks and 5Ks. But like you can sort of get your name out with those, but I mean, you're never gonna be recognized as a real pro until you go to a live event and place top 8. That's like how it is now.
Yeah, I don't want to say you got lucky, but you kind of got lucky.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Okay, so on to some of the other questions. Hopefully you guys got something.
Yeah, let's speed this up. That was really long.
I know, I said we were going to spend like a minute.
Yeah, that was like 5 minutes, so yeah.
Okay, so was Scump active? Did he play outside when he was little?
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah, played out back. You saw the video after the Christmas video of him and his brother running around out back. We had a nice outdoor space. But the place where we lived was private property. It was a townhouse community. It didn't allow skateboarding, roller skating, or roller blading.
Bunch of assholes.
Yeah,
really.
so I didn't know that when I bought the place. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've got these 2 little kids. What the heck am I going to do with them? So we played a lot of baseball out back. They obviously played some video games inside.
Good thing we didn't take the skateboard. Right?
But we talked on another video. You don't have a bike. I think we talked about that at Best Buy.
I can't ride a bike. So
yeah, I can't ride a bike. Oh, you could if you tried. Did I ever doubt Seth's ability to grow gaming into a career? I think we already said it just kind of happened. It wasn't like, Mom, I'm going to do this for a living. I'm going to do this as a career.
Because like we said earlier, it started as a hobby. Like this thing, it started as a hobby and then it slowly transformed into what it is today. And I couldn't even tell you how it happened. Like, it was probably like one kid on Twitter was like, or someone was like, hey, you should start live streaming and stuff. And I was like, all right, cool. And start making videos. And then MW3 comes around. I get to 100,000 subscribers, and then Black Ops 2 blew up, and then it really blew up when I went to the Optic House. That's really when things.
It really did, and that wasn't I want to do it as a career. That was a conversation about I'm not going to college right now. So
yeah, that was like then I wasn't even sure. I was debating going to college or not. If I was in the situation I am now, back then 100% I'd be like, no, I'm not going to school right now. I'm focusing on this. But back then it was like, I don't know, what should I do? And thankfully, she's been a very big part of the decision making. So many little things that could have steered me the wrong way.
Like when I took your Xbox.
No, like me not going to the Optic House, or like me not going to MLG Dallas, my first event I ever won. If she wouldn't have let me go to that, I mean, she was not going to let me go to that, and I was throwing a fit.
Well, you were a jerk before it. So more about your career. We're talking more about your career instead of fun questions. So, was it hard to raise 2 boys as a single mom? Yeah, it was. I wanted to say this on the Christmas Eve video, and I didn't, but I have wonderful parents that were and continue to be extremely supportive.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Meme and Pap,
they're pretty cool.
They really have helped a lot throughout the kids' lives, and baseball games, football games, never miss. My job's also been really flexible with me, so I've been able to do that. Without those 2 things, it would have been a lot more difficult. That answers that. But the rest of that question is, did Seth ever wet his bed? Now, I don't think he did.
Maybe a couple
He
times.
said he thinks he did, but then he hid it. So,
maybe a couple times.
I don't know.
It happens to the best of us, guys. Maybe a few times.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Nothing
remember.
Crazy. I wasn't a frequent bedwetter. I was just once or twice, and I was like, oh shit.
He was a late potty trained person. They kicked him out of his daycare because he wasn't potty trained. But
I was pissing on the sleeping mats.
Okay, enough. Okay. Do I play video games? Please don't ask. I do not play video games. I played Mario Brothers when I was probably 19 and loved it, and Pitfall or something, but that was it. So I'm not getting on a team. Stop. I'm not getting on a team with Nate Shot or Mama Revin or.
Getting on a team with Nate Shot means you have to team with me.
Dad Shot. Did I say Dad Shot? I meant Dad Shot. I'm not getting on a team.
You are not teaming with me ever.
Yeah, well, people want us to get these ridiculous teams together. It's never going to happen. So I don't even know how to hold a controller. Is it true that Seth started as a Halo player?
Yes,
I don't
it
know.
is. People seem to doubt my Halo ability. I was a god at Halo.
Well, his brother played Halo, so, you know.
Okay, let me put it in perspective. My brother was, what age was he probably? Like
10, 11?
When we got Halo?
I don't know. When did we get it? I mean, that video, he was 10 and a half, and, you know, that you put out there, so.
I was like
12? I don't know. 5? You were 5, maybe 6?
Really?
I don't know. I don't know when Halo
I've been
came
quick
out.
scoping since 5. I told you guys. But no, like, I literally used to play Halo, and my brother's friends would rather play with me than my brother because I got the sniper and I was a Don.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they wouldn't leave him out, but
Like, would they come to
I
the
was
house?
better.
Or would they play
No,
online?
it was all online. But I was better than my brother when I was like 5.
Well, he has a better CPA than you.
Yeah, well, better at Call of Duty.
Okay. Can you adopt me, please?
I sort of want another brother.
You want another brother? You want a dog, I know that. Yeah.
Yes!
I'm not having.
Alright, guys, so this is why I want a dog. So when I'm playing upstairs, I just want a dog to sit on my bed behind me so when I go off, I can turn around and be like, let's go. And then his tail starts wagging.
It's like start barking.
Gets all excited, and I'm like, let's go,
Maybe,
puppy!
like, chase his tail. That would be fun.
Yeah.
People would like
that
to
would
see
be a
that.
good
We're not.
time.
My house is too clean. We're not getting a dog.
Why not? Like,
because it would chew.
You
on
guys need to help me out
everything.
here. Convince her. Because a dog here, I'm already lonely as it is. A dog here would be. I sit up in my room and.
You're with thousands of people every night. There's a party in his room every single night. Every night.
Okay, but a party online and a party. Never mind. Just go. I'm lonely.
If Seth wasn't making money playing Call of Duty, would you let him live with you, or would he have to find his own place?
You better answer this right.
Yeah.
Well, if I wasn't making money playing Call of Duty,
say,
I
he'd be
probably
in college.
would have went to school and I would be doing it half and half.
Yeah, he'd be
I
in college.
wouldn't be focusing completely on Call of Duty. I'd be half and half, making money where I can with, tournaments and stuff, and then obviously focusing on my grades and stuff.
Yeah, I love having Seth here. I don't really see him that much because I get up and go to work. He's asleep. I come home, go to the gym,
asleep.
whatever. He's asleep now. He's awake. He's upstairs, got the door closed, with the candle and everything. Hey, how's that new candle?
It smells great.
I'm going to get you some more. Is it not a Yankee candle? Somebody said that to
No,
me.
it's not, but
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's
So
tier.
yeah, Seth can live here. Either of my kids. I beg my
Alright, last
older
question,
son
last
to move
question.
back,
Yep,
and
last question.
he won't move.
Yeah,
so,
he's in DC. Last question.
favorite moment in Seth's career? That's a really tough one. In his career, X Games was awesome. I wasn't there, but I was here. I was texting Hector's fiance Jude, and I actually screwed up the last second to last play because I thought they won it. They didn't. And then the next play they did, so I felt really bad that if they wouldn't have won it, I told her that they won. So that was really exciting. I think I cried. It was so fantastic. And then obviously it has to be him winning Call of Duty Dallas. Maybe this is a sign I wasn't there either.
Call of Duty Dallas.
The MLG in
My
2011,
first
your
tournament?
first event. I mean, what would have happened?
You weren't happy for
I
me.
wasn't
You were
even there.
sitting. You were sitting at home like I shouldn't have let him go.
Oh my gosh. No, but the funny thing is, he went with his friend Austin and his parents, and my friend Melissa called me and she's like, I don't get it. Everybody here is chanting for Optic. Who is Optic? What are they? Why does everyone
The
love
green
them?
wall started early.
I know, and it was 2011, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Nobody's rooting for us? And you won, but, we knew nothing about anything.
The green wall was nowhere near the size that it is
No,
now.
but
back then.
I remember, and she held the phone up and was like, listen to this.
Well, because Optic has always. That's it. No more.
No, I
questions.
didn't know that. I'm just saying I didn't realize
Optic
that
has
then.
always been the fan favorite.
Okay, we don't have to. I'm not going to
No.
talk. I'm just going to put it out there,
No.
and we'll save it for next time. Okay. Have I ever had to put Seth's ego in check since everyone calls him the king? Let me save that one for later.
I'm the king, baby. All right, guys, that's gonna be it though from us today. It went for 16 minutes.
Oh no.
Okay.
We maybe cut it.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be more like this. If you guys do enjoy it, leave it a like. As always, this is your boy Optic Scumpy.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thea.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's awful.